Well, hi ladies, I promised to do some more demos as I am playing with the new Pressed Pigments by Seint. And you have to bear with me because I'm doing this in front of my camera. Today I've got a little mirror off to my side, but I'm really experimenting because I do not know what to expect exactly with these. And so as with any new product, you got to play. So first of all, what I know is they're highly pigmented and you've got to make sure that you put on a primer. Now my face is already, I've got my main color on, my main highlights or foundation. And what I want you to know is that if you do not use the Seint Cream Foundation, we call them highlights, you can use these colors with any foundation that you're using. Maybe you liked mineral powder foundation. Maybe you're using liquid. Soon I'm really excited to show you the new 3D cushion that Wiemann is coming out with. But at any rate, you can create a palette and use it with your other foundation if you want to. Maybe you just want to use our lips and cheeks and eyes. Doesn't matter. But anyway, all right. So let's start with eyes, and we're just going to play today. I'm going to do a blue look. I took out colors that would be good for me. And this first one is called Figaro. Figaro. All right. And I'm going to use, just because I'm playing, I'm going to use this brush. It's from Angie's Hot and Flashy. I have the link for it in my link tree. And I'm going to just take and press it onto that color. And then I'm going to press that color into my eye. Okay, again, these are dark, ladies, but I can soften these up. In fact, I probably will. I can soften these up. So, all right, so I've got that on my lid. Then I'm going to take this second color called, what was it called? Blue Suede. Okay. I'm going to take Blue Suede and I'm going to put that just out in that corner here. And notice instead of rubbing, I'm just kind of pressing. Looks like it would be really good for sort of a smoky eye, for those who want to have a smoky look. Okay. So that's that. Then what I also want you to know is that you can use any of these colors for eyeliner. Don't bother with a pencil. Any of our shades can be mixed with used as a liner. And so I'm gonna just wet this. I'm using my setting spray. I'm gonna dip this multitasker, this really small end, works great for lining. And I'm gonna dip it into my liner. I'm going to dip it into my color, and then I'm going to use it as eyeliner. Look how pretty that is. Now remember, I always say, don't put your liner on and just draw it on. It's better if it's a little bit smudgy. And so I'm going to take the other end of this and I'm going to dip it into that color and just kind of lightly smudge underneath. I was watching a basketball game today. If you want to know how not to put on your liner, take a look at some of these basketball coaches. I'm serious. It's so stark. And I want to do their makeup, especially as they're older. So smudge that line. Smudge that line, or don't do any at all, but sometimes I just want to be a little more dramatic, so. Okay, so now that is a look. What you can do is you can also soften that by taking a color like Cupcake. Let's just do that and put it kind of in that middle to soften it up a little bit, okay? And then also just highlight the brow with the vanilla. Okay, let me fix my eyes. Let me do my other one and look in a good mirror and come back at you here. Okay, I've got both eyes done here and my brows. Let's add a little bit of highlight or just the cupcake color up here. Now remember, these new colors are all matte. They are all matte. There's no shimmer in these. So if you want some shimmer, but you want intense color, use the pigments and then add a shimmer. You can always add a shimmer like, I think this is unicorn, and you can add it on top if you want just a little bit of shimmer. Okay, kind of pretty. Now, let's see if I can do a better job with the cheek colors today. I'm gonna play a little bit with, I've got Everly, this one's Everly, this one's Guava. This color here is called Honeymoon, this one. I'll show you how I'm gonna use that in just a minute. Now, I've got color on, so you wanna make sure you don't put it just on plain face. In fact, I had used my foundation as my primer, so I had kind of a barrier because these can dye your skin. They're just dark. But let's play, all right? I'm gonna use Everly, and I'm gonna use my finger today just so I don't get as much color, and I'm gonna dot like this. I'm gonna do that on both sides, hoping that then I don't get quite so much color. Here's what I noticed yesterday was that this cheek, using this as cheek color, really stayed on all day. I mean, it was better at long lasting. I'm using my 3D brush here and blending that into my contour right here. Okay. Better than yesterday. Yesterday, I looked like a clown. Yesterday, I looked like a clown. I don't like to look like a clown with my makeup, all right? So, that's nice. That's nice. Probably a little bit lighter than what I like to use, but it works. We're just playing, right? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this honeymoon color and I'm gonna use it as my lip liner. All right, using my multitasker brush. And I have already got some lip balm on. I'll show you. Ladies, I wear lip balm all the time. All the time. But I like color, right? I want color. Okay, so there I've lined. And then I'm gonna flip that brush over and I'm gonna use that same Everly. I'm not sure if I'll use Guava today. And let's just mix it with this balm. So I get kind of a glossy lip color here. This is pretty. I like it a lot. And I will probably add just a little more color. Dipping it back into that color. You could use a brush or you could use your finger and kind of smudge that line. And then if you want to, you could use one of our lip glosses and put it over the top. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Let me put on my jewelry and do a final shot.